with this. Now, different people have called me and said, can you help me set a Facebook party up? So we've spent an hour and a half to 2 hours because I can really show a lot of things. And then I wanted to do it for my team members. So I recorded a 55-minute call, gave a lot of things. And then I thought, if I want to share this with the masses, who wants to listen for that long? Although that's great information. So I did a 28-minute call. I did a 28-minute just with the basics. So I can show you basics, and then if you want me to get into detail, I can wow you with a bunch of things. Okay? All right. So anyway.
Patty, if you want to work the
Yeah, and then you stand here with the mouse, and I'll tell you what to do, Patty. Okay. So, first of all, I wanted to have, I'm going to tell you what works now that I've done it. So for you, what I would suggest is whether you're going to set up a Facebook party for yourself, or you know of someone who wants to do a Facebook party for you. Now, there's all sorts of scripts out there for how to invite people. A couple of things is I look for my daughter's friends. I look for my nieces that live out of the area and out of town. I wanted to target people that don't live in my area that I'm not able to do shows for, because I don't want to target my hostesses. But I've got hostesses, I've got groupies who even maybe live in the area, but they just don't do shows, but they're very good groupies. I also target those who I see that are on Facebook quite often. But the key thing is, I searched for, they're pretty much most of my friends already, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to go to their Facebook page and I wanted to see how many friends they have. Because it's really key, just like a hostess inviting at her show, you want to have someone that's going to do a Facebook party that has a lot of friends. I would say under 100 is not many. 200, 300, 500, 600 friends is what you're looking. So really, I want to tell you, we're looking at the Gen Y group. A lot of them are so busy, and just by me saying to them, do you want to get in on our a lot of free products? And I really was thinking about you because Pampered Chef has started something new, Facebook shows, so it'll make them feel special to get this going for me. And I told some people this is something new and I'm looking for a few people. I see you're on Facebook a lot and you have a lot of friends, so that makes them feel good, so they say yes. To date, I probably asked 15 people, and I think I have, out of the 15, maybe 9 have said yes. I've got 6 set up, the other 3 are coming up, and the others, it's like they are on Facebook all the time, it's like they fell off the face of the earth. Just like a hostess who's not going to ever call you back. But then we have to realize some people only look at Facebook once a week. Some people, I notice, they're like on there, but they don't have any friends, so you kind of got to think about this. So pick someone who you would like. The next really important thing, if this goes really quick for you when you get somebody set up, so if you get somebody set up and this goes live to their friends, and their friends quickly go to their website in order, do you have them set up in P3 and on the website? So I would right away get your hostess who you've got in mind that says yes, get her on the website, link it to P3. So when this goes live, you're ready for the orders. Okay, so that's what I would do. And now, I go to my personal Facebook page here, and then what you want to do, now it's different going into a friend's page. You want to go over here, under favorites, you want to go down to events. So events is where this all happens. Events is where you post things. I don't post it on their personal pages. Everything happens in events. So get familiar with events. So now once I've got an event here, I want to go over to the right and I want to click Create Event. All right, so we've got an event. This is the box that's going to come up. Now I'll tell you what works, I'll tell you what doesn't work. Pampered Chef was so gracious right after this was announced at Leadership. When I'm doing any training on this, I ask everyone to print out these pages. This came last week, Friday or so, or one of those first days that Jean sent this out. So I'm telling people to make copies of this. So if you're doing any training, the very first thing I have up here is set up your host on P3 in the website.
Cindy, did we make copies of this or not? Did we end up doing that?
She is so efficient.
Woo! All right.
Paula, do you invite them personally first, like, message them to invite them?
Some I message, some I call. A lot of my first people I just call.
Okay.
I'll get into some of the details of how the blue dot. I'll get into some of that. Yes.
For people you know that are
People I
already your
know.
friends.
People I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't believe that I personally put a note on my website saying I'm looking for 3 people. You know, I didn't go that route. So, all right. Now, here's the biggest thing that I found. I don't just want it to say Jen's Pampered Chef Party. I feel we have to identify a little bit more. So I want it to be Jen. I want it to be your hostess. I want it to immediately say Pampered Chef. But then I want to say the word Facebook/online. Catalog party, whatever. But it needs to say the hostess's name. It needs to say Pampered Chef. But it needs to say Facebook/online. That's my opinion. Because I want, for the Gen Y people who are only going to read a sentence, if this is what they see, it's got to say more than Jen's Pampered Chef show. It's got to say it's a Facebook. That's keying into the young girls' depth.
If
Right?
the older people are thinking they need to show up somewhere.
Yeah. So, well, that's all in the description.
Yeah.
All right? Okay. So that's what you do. Now the details. This is important. This is going to be the details, just like the invitation when you have a show, where they say who's the host, or where it's at, what the location. Okay. Now, there's a lot of scripts out there for details. You have to kind of figure out what script you want. But you want to, the very first line is almost the same thing that the name says, is Jen's Pampered Chef on Facebook online catalog show. And then it says, here is how it works. We just need some simple things. Okay. Number 1, it says on here, visit pamperedchef.biz/consultants. There's 2 trains of thought here. You can either put your personal website down, or you can link it to the hostess's show itself. So you can do whichever one. But let's think about people who maybe don't have a personal website. I want to think about my consultants who maybe don't have a personal website, but they do Facebook. So what can we do with them? I would probably say, here's how it works to shop the catalog. Go to pamperedchef.com, shop online, and then it's really important in the steps. So you decide what the steps are. Do you want those customers then to call the host, call the email you? So you need to think about which way you want to run this. Does that make sense? Okay. Here, so if you're going to have them just go to your personal website, yes, they're going to shop online. They're going to type in the hostess's name. Now here's really important. If a lot of people call the hostess Jennifer Horton, and I would call her Jen, you have to put in the name here of what they need to be calling their hostess if they're typing in the hostess's name. I found this by mistake a lot of times. My hostess, I call her Bev. I found out at her show the other night, everybody calls her Beverly. No one calls her Bev. But I had her down as Bev. So if I type her in as her show is Bev, Bev Knight, they're going to call and say, now they're getting frustrated because they can't find her. Just because I've already made this mistake, I'm trying to teach you how to go straight to what you need to do. Okay, then shop away. Now, you might in here want to say, no need to attend a show. For those people who, I've had people saying, they've messaged saying, this sounds like fun, I'm sorry I can't come. The hostess is writing back, there's no, and then, I would edit it or I would say something. So that's important. The next thing I want to do is put free Pampered Chef product for your order of $60 or more. Apple Wedger. We're coming up on spend $75. Okay. You want to put the details right there. I'll tell you why. Get all of your message the way you want it to be, because you maybe want to copy that message into an email. Because does every one of your Facebook hostesses friends have email? No. A lot of them are are they on Facebook? No, but they might be in email. So I want my hostess to probably email the script on how to do this, or Facebook. Okay, So we've got that going there. Another thing is you might want to type in there what's the start date and the end date, starting today, Monday, whatever, the end date. Now there's different rules of thought, 7 days, 10 days, what's going on. And I'll tell you what, and to tell you how I started this, I studied the call that Duskus got out there, I studied the call that Kathy Yelitz has out there. So I studied all this and listened to it, so I kind of knew what they were talking about. And so that's how I kind of designed how I'm doing it. But the start and end date, I tried 7 days and I'm finding that some people just aren't getting it, and so I've extended the dates. So, one lady wants to start now, her show's in October, so it's going to go a week and a half, 2 weeks, so whatever you're comfortable with. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Whatever you want to do.
I think if you can do 2 paydays, I think it's really great.
Yeah, sometimes you
Fridays.
say to your hostess, is it mattering to you? Do they get paid the 1st and the 15th? So we know how to run this. You may want to I'll show you how to get a hostess set up and not have it go live, so that you want to get her set up because you're really going to be busy. And, the day you want it to go live, you can put that in. So anyway, so your personal website. Now, the where. The where is not online only to me. In here, the where is your personal website or the link to your hostess's show. Okay, that's what the where is. Now, when you know how on stage they said Facebook is changing all of the time? Before conference, when you looked at here, you'd see the from and the to. After conference, we just had the from.
Right.
So I had to figure that out. So the from to me would be the ending date because it's going to start the day it's live. And so the from would be the ending date. But what I found was, it doesn't really matter what the time of day is, but if you start typing the time of day here, all of a sudden, over here, way over here, you're going to see the to come up. So you will have the option of to and from. Whatever you want to do with that, time of day doesn't matter. The next thing right down here, this is really important. Privacy. You see that on there? Privacy to me, I don't want this to go, what are the options there? Friends?
Friends.
Okay, public. Oh, public to me is bad news. Public's going to shoot out everywhere. And so I would say stay away from public. So I and I don't just do friends, I do invite only because I want her, there's some hostesses that don't want some of her Facebook people, for whatever reason, to be invited to this function she's got going. Maybe they work with another Pampered Chef consultant and they just want to keep this among a certain group of people to not slight someone. So now the 2 options you have under invite only are guests can invite friends and show guest list. So most of mine I say just leave them clicked because at one point when we say to your guests, hey, if you know of someone that you know loves Pampered Chef, you want to add them to the guest list, they can do that. And show guest list. I just like to have the guest list shown there so that I can kind of see. It'll be really cool because we're going to be able to see how many people she invited. So when I have her set up like this, what I want to do, again, is treat her like a hostess. I want to send her a catalog or 2. I put the Season's Best Cookbook in there. You can put the catalog show flyer in there. Or you can, so I want to mail her those things. And don't forget, not only to me is she doing a Facebook party, but as I get going, I'm going to encourage her to invite people that can't come to a show and that aren't on Facebook, because everybody's friends aren't on Facebook, but they maybe would want to order. So I'm trying to think, if I'm getting this gal to commit, I want to try to get, and then maybe there's people in her office that would like to just look at the catalog. So, okay, so now you see we're trying to hit all the different areas, and so I think we've got that. Another thing I will do then with my hostess is I email her thanking her. I'm really excited. We want to tell our hostess that the success of a Facebook show is going to be in her involvement in helping post and things like that. I also, there is on the downloads in Pampered Chef, you can download our, you know how we have the hostess show planner? We also have a catalog show planner. It's like 3 or 4 pages. If you want to email her the catalog show planner, but I also email the hostess the order form because she's going to have some catalogs, and I let her do, and I also email her the host special because I want her to see what she's going to get as a result of doing the Facebook party. Okay, so does that kind of covering how we're getting our person, getting them set up, and what we're giving our hostess, and what we're doing to get her going? Yes?
Paula, could you also use phone bite for maybe those people that you don't know if they're on Facebook or not, and saying, hey, I'm having a Facebook show, go to Facebook and friend me.
Friend me, yes.
You know, and you can order online.
Yes,
So
yep.
would that be another
That,
addition?
anything that you can do if she's going to commit, you know, to do this, yes?
Are you setting this up on your business page or your personal?
No, I don't have a business page because I don't want to manage two. And when you get to know Facebook and you're on your main screen, don't switch back, but when you're on your main screen where you saw events over here, right down here it says friends. You can go to every one of your friends and put them, do you want them in a PC hostess customer? Do you want them as your team members? So you can really operate from one page if they're part of the business, so that way if you just want to put some business things, you pick just that group to send things to. Okay, so one
Unless they
page.
go on your page itself.
Yeah.
So if you have somebody that's just for business, you put them, they go on your page, then they can see everything.
Yeah. I put on my personal page, business page, I have Pampered Chef things, I have family things, I put recipes, I put pictures. So I kind of keep my page business and personal so that a lot of my people and hostesses can see things. So, all right, does that make sense? So we can move on? So now we've got our hostess set up there. Patty, now at this point you're going to hit create. So far you've just created information. We haven't sent it to anybody. So we're going to push
Hold on.
create.
Wait.
Oh.
I was going to finish this for Nancy because I think she wants me to put this on there. Is that okay?
Sure, we're setting Nancy. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So we really want to do this for Nancy, because I gotta do 2 shows, right, Jean? 2 Facebook shows, right?
Yes,
Yes.
It's not coming up.
all right. You know what? Just for the sake of time, we're not going to, this doesn't need to go live right now. So you can edit this after a while if you want, for the sake of time. Okay, so now we're going to go and we're going to create. Okay, now, where did you go? Okay, so now we've got here. So this is your hostess's name up here. We've got her Pampered Chef Facebook/online catalog show. We've got the details of when it's starting, when it's stopping. Now here is where, and you all know, this is where you start posting things. You post your pictures and things like that. I think here, we can go like this a little bit more. Oh, no we can't, but there's a whole group more over here. Kind of slide around. Okay, so, all right, now a couple of things here.
Get my foot up.
Okay. So here's where you guys, okay, now we've got this somewhat ready. Now, up here is where you're going to go and edit. So the next step is you want to go up here and edit. So we're not really on page 2 yet to start inviting friends. We want to go up here, and on the edit screen, you're going to be able to see the word after the to and from date. You see where it says host down there? Now, this is really important. If your name is going to come up, you want to be a host on here. But you don't want this to go live yet because you're not ready to send it to your hostess. And so when you're ready to put your hostess on here, you're going to start typing her name, and because she's already a friend of yours, when you start typing her name, the list of Pam's, the list of Susie Selig's, it's going to come up. You pick one of them. And now we don't want to put a name in here because it'll go live. So I wouldn't put anybody in there. So let's say you've got your hostess in here, and I don't know that we're set up for your details yet, Nancy. So then we're going to go and put save. Okay, so now I call the hostess. And I'll call her, message her, whatever I want to do. I'll let her know that if she checks her events in her Facebook, she's going to see where I have her set up for her party. Now, she might not get at it right away, so that's okay because I'm going to tell you what you want to do to get ready for this. Up here, where we've got the 31, this is where somebody has this Pampered Chef Facebook with the chef hat logo. This is where I want to do that. Okay? Okay, I'll show you. We already have it ready. So now right up here, when you hover over the 31, you're going to see it says add event photo. Click on add event photo, and now you're going to have a browse button. Click browse, and then when you click browse, I have sent Nancy Joe a link with all sorts, double click please, all sorts of Facebook things I'm using. Okay, so on here is the logo with the PC logo, find the word logo.
I can't see.
Okay, let's see.
And those are things that you've saved.
This is all stuff that I put together in the last week or two, and I've got all in one document. So,
Do you have it saved on your computer as a file folder?
no. Oh wait, no. It says no. It says chef hat, logo chef hat.
Does it say pampered chef? No. Trifle bowl, salad
logo.
spinner. I know. It's logo. No, that's not it. Join my Facebook
Logo
party.
for put logo here. Put that
No,
one.
that's not the wrong one.
Yeah, we're gonna lose
Activity
everybody.
every day, covered baker. Let's just put something. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just put, okay, let's just put that. Okay, so let's say you've found your picture. We're just going to pick one because right this second I can't find it. I'm not accustomed to this machine, but let's just click on the Facebook logo. Okay, so click on that, excuse me. And then it's pulling up the picture, and there's the Facebook logo. So when your hostess goes into her event, and this is what the hostess is going to see. All right, so we've got the Facebook logo. Now the very first picture I want to put to encourage everyone when they see that they're invited is I want them to know, what are you going to get when you order? Well, of course, when you order $75, you're going to get a cookbook. If you're running any this week yet, there is a picture out there of the apple wedger. I'll put that up. The apple wedger with the apple on it, and my message is free, free, free. You know, with a $60 order, you're going to get the apple wedger. And then I say, not only do I wedge apples, but I also wedge pears. I also wedge onions, and I also will go down a cucumber. It takes most of the seeds out to give me pickle spears, you know, for canning or whatever. So I give them a little bit of spiel in there, okay? So that's what I would do. So here's where we go with that.
Crap. Hold on.
Go back. Back button. Yeah. Just making sense?
No, we're definitely not.
It is.
Let me go to my events because it's not there. Okay. All right, where's Nancy Joe's event? Okay.
Did you put your name down as a friend or hostess?
No. Here, it's got to be over here. Is it here? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay.
All right. So
Where are these pictures? You said you sent them to Nancy Joe. Are they somewhere we can get them? Are they going to be on? I got a lot of pictures from here.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you.
So you just applied them on there. So
I'll show you.
grab them from somewhere?
I'll show you. Okay, so here we go. Now, I've got my hostess. I've got the Pampered Chef logo. So far, I'm the host, so this hasn't gone live to anybody. As soon as I put it live to the hostess, I'll show you. Then it's going. But here, right here, is where I'm going. Here's my first post. So her friends are going to see the notice, where to click, and they're going to see. I'm going to click add photo. I'm going to go do the photo. I'm going to go to browse. This pulls it up, and I'm going to look for. Just wait now. Do you see cookbook?
No. Cookbook. No.
You really have to be on your computer doing this and not your iPad, because that Facebook app doesn't have as much functionality.
It's not on. You know what? Is it not? You know what? We're not on the desktop.
Okay, this right here. Here's where it was.
Here, this is the desktop.
No, over here. This is just Facebook.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't see it.
Shoot. Here, look here and see. Go down here. Just a minute.
Facebook show.
Here. All right, here it is.
Apple crisp, no. Okay, but they're not.
What I do, let me tell you while they're looking for this. I go on my desktop, I right click, and I create a folder that says Facebook. Now, when I'm looking at everybody's Facebook pages of the nice foods they did, anything that you want to save for a picture, I right-click on their picture and I save it to the desktop in my Facebook party. So I'm on a few Facebook groups. I'm on recipe groups. Anything that you want to see, we can flip through there. And I save them there, and then I go there and take it. So now, of course, when Green Bay Packer plays tomorrow night, or tonight, you want to put the picture of the football pizza. Okay, there isn't a picture out there that says $75 free cookbook. Now, here's a suggestion. You don't want to put that picture on there and they know if they spend $75. So I said in there, go to page 66, 67, or whatever page it is, pick out the cookbook and message me or message me or list which cookbook you want. I don't want them to go in there because they know, well, I think I've spent $75 or I'll buy the cookbook, and they put the cookbook product number. So you got to think through some of the stuff you're doing. But anyway, there's a really cool picture out there of the cookbooks that says $75 free. Okay, so we'll get you that. All right, so let's just, for the sake of time, Patty,
Okay.
let's just go back to the Facebook page.
Okay. All right, let me just do this. Oh, wait, let me cancel this. Just leave that? Okay, hold on, because here, let's get rid of this. Because she's got a million, yeah, I know. Nobody wants this kid. Where's this kid? I don't know why. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go.
Okay. All right,
This
so
is the Facebook show.
here's where we're going to go. I'm going to browse. I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to find the, here's the picture for the, where's the football? I don't know. Oh, here. Football pizza. There we go. Now I'm going to type in, great idea if you're entertaining or making a family pizza tonight, you know, celebrate the Packers win to whatever, the Cubs or something. Or the Bears. Oh yeah, Bears, I don't know. Whatever you want to put, and then you click post. So the very first thing, your hostess is going to go up here. She's going to invite friends, and here's the pizza with the pepperoni and the white stuff, and it looks like a football, and that's the post the guests are going to see.
For the Bears.
Yeah. Now, when your hostess sees this picture, when your hostess goes into hers, she sees the event, she clicks on the event. Your hostess is going to go up here, and when she clicks on invite friend, everybody that's her friends is going to list here, just so you know, and she can go and click all the people she wants to add to this. And then when she goes and clicks share, it's going to go live to every one of them. When I go back on and I say to her, let me know when you've got everyone invited, and so I'm waiting to hear from her, and when I go back on my Facebook, I go over to events, and I'll show you where I'm going to find that. I go in and I look to see how many people she invited.
And if she invited 19, what do you do?
Well, you know what? That's a great start. Just like I would say to a hostess, that's a great start. But you have to remember, I picked her because she's probably got a couple hundred. So you want to be smart. Don't get discouraged if you have somebody that's only got 80 or 100 people, although that could get you some sales too. Just depends. All right?
Does she have to go in individually to invite these 600?
No, I just showed you. I just showed you when she goes to invite friends up here on the page, all of her friends are going to come with their names, and she just clicks on them and then hits save, and then it's going to go live. All right? Does that make sense? Now let's say the hostess says, can I have a few more days? Sure you can. Here, I'm going to go back into her event. I'm going to go up here to edit, and then I'm going to change her end date. You need to know that when you change the end date, it's going to go on her event page that says the event date has been changed, so that everybody sees that. Everybody sees that. So then I would click that. Now maybe tomorrow I'm going to go and I'm going to put another post. I might put another picture. So some of the pictures, just for fun, I'll show you. Some of the things that, and now remember, I'm not doing any of this, but where are the pictures? Where did you put the pictures that were on the?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, you put the
Go to
wrong,
your
you have
Facebook.
iTunes.
Do you have any events in there?
I don't, but, yeah, we do. But you want me to just get out of here?
Well, I just want to show them.
I could show
Yeah,
the Desiree
okay.
one.
Yeah.
That's-
What I want to tell you is, the minute someone orders, I go to the website, and I bring their order to P3, I see what they ordered. Maybe they ordered spatulas, maybe they ordered the grill pizza pan, and then I want to make a note. I want to go to the event, and I want to say, Mary Ann, thanks for supporting Ann's show. I want to post this so everybody sees that Ann ordered something, and you're going to love the grill pizza pan. If you want to message me privately, I'm going to send you a bunch of recipes, like John does, to support the product. One day I took a picture of the season's best laying next to the cookbook for the cause, laid on my desk, took a picture of it, and I shot that out and put, that was my post for the day, the picture. One day I took a picture of, I had just flipped the lava cake out, and I'm holding the pan and the lava cake, and so I put that picture saying, if anyone's wondering who Ann's host is, you know, nice to meet you all, thank you all for supporting. So I message the customers as well as putting what I want everyone to see, I put there, but if I want to message them, like, here's my email address or whatever. So you really, like I do, if you came up to me and you bought something at a show, how can I service you? Do you have any questions? You really want to work with those people who are ordering. Now, when you go to an event, when you see that she's invited everybody and you're really excited, you see she's got 300 people invited, you're going to start seeing, excuse me, you're going to start seeing over here, you're going to see that she's got 42 people invited. Now there's a word up here that says maybe, and there's a word that says going. Okay? Going means they're probably going to go to the site and view the catalog. Maybe means maybe they will go to the site and view the catalog. But when I get somebody, I'll show you now. When I get, let me do this please. When I get somebody that says going, yeah. Well, when I get someone that says maybe or going, look at here, the maybes, you see their picture. I would click on her picture, which is taking me to her site, and I don't want to broadcast this, so I'm going to message her privately. And now remember, she just said maybe, but I'm going to act like she's ordering. And I'm going to say, hey, thanks so much for maybe checking out the Pampered Chef catalog on Ann's show. Jean. And it's like, okay, I'm distracted now.
Both of us heard.
Yeah. So you want to message her, and I already want to thank her, even though she said maybe. I already want to just thank her for checking it out. And if you have any questions as you look through the catalog on Ann's party, make sure you let me know. So I am messaging everybody that's saying maybe, and I'm messaging everybody that's saying going. Because I'll tell you what, how many people say, I've got 25 people coming to my show and 6 show up?
Right.
Same thing with this. You might get a whole slew that say going, but are they actually ever going to order? Maybe not. Okay, so, but I want to connect. I want to connect.
I just want to say something. I know what you're listening to Paula, and she's training the other day on this phone, and you think, oh my God, this is going to take a lot of time. It does not. This morning before we came, I checked my 2 Facebook shows. I added a picture of something, a recipe, and it does not take long. So don't think, woo,
No.
this is going to take 5 hours out of my day. I'm not pulling away from my team.
I've got, yeah.
Once you start doing it, it becomes very like
Probably 5-7 minutes.
yeah, it does not take long, and it's fun. It really is fun. So,
Yeah, he works from home. I know. Any events? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to show you, now I've got like 5 Facebook shows going. That's enough. But it doesn't take me long because I go in the morning and because they're invite only and none of these people know each other, so I can take the same picture and copy and paste the same article for that day. So I'll tell you, when you've got somebody, and there's pictures on this of 2 days only. There's a picture that says 2 days only, so you post it 2 days only when there's 2 days left to do this. There's a picture of a clock that looks like 3 o'clock, and I'll say 3 days left. Our time is running out. so, you know, you just gotta kind of, so some of them might not be at the 3 days or the 2 days, so you kind of gotta watch wherever, but on a general day, I can just put a picture. Now, I don't wanna be putting bye, 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 bye. I wanna put food tips one day, so I've got pictures of food tips. Yes, here, countdown, here we go. I'll hold the page on. Here's countdown, 1 day left. Do you remember when we went to Google and we went to the Google site and we went to images? You can type in 1 day left sign. Type in anything you want and you maybe might find a sign that you want to save. But if you get on any of these Facebook pages, Facebook show groups, you can just start watching and I look for a picture, I right click and save it to my desktop and I have it in there. So
So you save all the photos to your desktop, not on Facebook?
I save them all to a folder on my desktop because I have 50 pictures in there now.
Yeah, right.
And so you can't save them to Facebook. Okay, so it's a brand new day. Coming in my office, I'm going to my personal website. Here's my website of someone's baby I don't know. I don't even know the person. Oh, it's because it's, oh, I don't know. Oh, Patty. Oh, very good.
Kimmy had her baby!
I get to go. A blue blanket. A blue blanket. I don't know.
He's so beautiful. Oh, yeah, Buddy, they named him.
They named him Bunny!
No, the shirt just says
She
Buddy.
was so pregnant. Did anybody see her?
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't even supposed to be there.
I can't believe they let her fly.
Okay.
He didn't know.
So it's a new day. It's a new day. I'm going to my Facebook page. All right? Now, what do I want to do? I want to check on the events that I've got going. Okay? So I'm going to go over here to the events. And here is a calendar. So on the calendar, on the end date, remember, because that's what I put, on the end date, it says,
It's October though. The one, oh, no, no,
no,
no.
here,
Oh, no, no,
there's
sorry.
it would be, it's like Emily's Facebook party, you know, whatever. So all you do is look at the calendar. So I go into mine, go to events, you see a calendar. I've got a couple closing right now. I've got a couple closing in October. So just pick the one you want to go to. Is one of them in here now?
Yeah, that, oh crap.
So pick the one you want to go to on the calendar. Do any of you ever get an event, someone's having another party of some sort or whatever? Whatever those dates are, those are all going to be on your event calendar. So just go to events and you're going to see the calendar. A lot of you probably see pictures of people. And now, you know, you can set people's birthdays up in there and all that. So that's what those pictures are in case you don't know. All right, so, okay, we clicked on the event. I went right here. And so that's how you're going to go back into the event. I go to event, look at the calendar, and pick which one you're on. Okay, does that make sense?
And is it the end date?
It's always the end date. That's all I put in is the end date for that. So now now I'm just going to watch. Now, I might say on the second date of the hostess, or I might type in here, the hostess name is Mary. I might say, Mary, what's your favorite product? I might say to all of the friends who read this, tell us your favorite product and or Pampered Chef recipe. And so people will post something like that. One lady said, oh my gosh, I love the pizza pan. I've got a picture of all these pizzas on the barbecue pizza pan that someone take and collage together, and then I put that. And so one day I put that, and then people started ordering pizza grill pans. So what did I do? I messaged them personally, and then I said, you want some recipes? Here's my email. And the other thing is, when they do that, I also, they'll go on the main feed and say, thanks, Mary Ellen, for the order on Mary's party, whatever. So does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know, you know what, without going into great detail, but,
You know what? Wait, can I say something? You know what? Wait, can I just say something? I hate to interrupt you.
I don't know, maybe I missed
No. We're at, you know what? We're at my event page that Desiree had actually invited me to. So just a few of the pictures. Okay. But let's have some fun. This is our small batter bowl, a 4-cup capacity, can be baked in the oven at 400 degrees. It is filled with candy corn. Take a guess how many to win a prize with your order. Okay, so she has guess the number, win a prize. She does a lot of things I'm looking at here to actually engage the audience, to engage the the people, the guests, the potential. And then the host says something, okay, if anyone is interested in ordering, please do so soon. And then it has happy first day of fall, enjoy the new mini plum cake pies. And then it says the next 3 people to place their order will win a free gift. Who loves free?
So whatever you
and she
wanna
has some
do.
things there.
Yeah. If you're a game person and you like to do those things at your normal shows, adapt it into this. But you understand, you don't want to say buy. You want to do some fun
Right.
things. You want to give, there's food facts out there. You want to kind of do some educational things as well.
There's the brownie
Yeah.
pan.
Now let's look at this idea right here. All I want to do when I go and see anybody's picture, I can go to Ann's Facebook, Nancy Joe's. I can take the picture and I want to right click on the picture and then it says, you know, save as, and I just save it to the desktop folder that says Facebook. And there's my picture. So that way when I want to go and put a post and it says browse, I go back to the desktop, and so it's fairly simple, and this doesn't take long. And you'll find yourself getting addicted to checking to see if anyone's ordering, and you know, but I want to keep up with the people that are ordering. Now, some you might not get sales, some you might. I don't want the hostess to feel bad that if she tries to get orders and doesn't have any. One lady got 120